Shannon Bream is the anchor of Fox News Sunday. She joins us now in the Friend Zone. Shannon Bream, you're an amazingly productive person, and the things you're producing are worth having. Thank you for doing this. So give us a couple of examples of love stories from the Bible.
Okay, so listen, one of the books of the Bible, listen, I wasn't allowed to look at it when I was a kid. We didn't talk about it in Sunday school, was this Song of Solomon,
Yes.
if you are familiar with it.
Quite.
Very steamy, very racy, lots of laughing and embarrassed shuffling through the Bible to try to find these pages, because it's this very racy kind of description about how these two people are crazy about each other. They're in love, they want to be together, but they're trying to channel this passion appropriately within the bonds of marriage. And listen, it's not like God's looking down here like, what are these people up to? He created all this stuff. So love, sex, romance, all that stuff, it is in the Bible. That is just one example, but there are beautiful examples too that show us really sacrificial love and how we can be better spouses, better friends, better relatives. And, you know, there's also that whole love your neighbor as yourself thing. The Bible didn't, I looked, give us any outs or exceptions to that. So even the most difficult people in the world, we are supposed to find ways to love them and to be lovable ourselves.
And required to. My favorite line from the Song of Solomon, your belly is like a heap of wheat. I think it's a compliment. Did you ever get to the bottom of what that means?
Listen, the person did not have a gluten intolerance, because if there was all that wheat in there, there was not a situation. There was no celiac there. But there are things like, oh, your teeth are as beautiful as the goats of the hills, and your arms are like bands of gold. I'm like, I gotta up my love notes that I'm leaving to Sheldon. I can't just be like, have a great day, XO. I really need to get a little better.
You know, it's fair. It does raise the bar for the rest of us married people.
It does.
So how did you come away? This is at least the third book you have written about the Bible and lessons from it. How did you come away from this one feeling?
You know what, it reminded me, like, the whole Bible to me is God's love story to humanity. Like, he's saying, I love you unconditionally. I see all of the tragedies that you're walking through, and I'm here for you. Just come to me. I'm waiting for you. So I think the whole thing's a love story, but there are these beautiful relationships as well, and friendships. To me, I mean, you think about Job and his friends, the enormous suffering, whether you're a person of faith or not, you understand the suffering of Job, but it was catastrophic in every sense in his life, and his three friends decide to go and see him, and they're afar off, and they see how bad he is, and they begin sobbing and weeping, and they show up, and what do they do for 7 days? Nothing. They sit there in silence. And sometimes we hesitate to go and talk to someone who's in grief, or we worry we're going to say the wrong thing, or it'll be an awkward situation. But they just sat there and gave him their presence. I mean, we're to dive into grief with people when that's where they are. We all want friends like that, but it means we have to cultivate ourselves to be friends like that too.
I'm so glad you said that. That's one of the truest things and most useful things I've heard in a long time. And just sit with people. It's exactly right. You don't need to talk. Shannon Bream, thank you for this and for the book and for your example to the rest of us. I can't believe you're the host of Fox News Sunday and you're talking this way. It's so great. So thank you.
Thank you,
Congrats.
Tucker. See you soon.
That's about it for tonight. Tomorrow we're going to...